I'm JustHitSquare, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Today, oh man, today, guys, yes, this came out yesterday, but I'm going to be giving it to you today. Bungie has responded to pretty much the criticism that they've been getting. They're trying to tell us what they're going to be doing in the future, and so on and so forth. And it is just amazing of what they're trying to accomplish here. They know they're losing people. If you don't even know much about Destiny 2, after 3 weeks or in that vicinity of Destiny 2 releasing, 70 to 75% of their fan base dropped off just like dead flies. And they're losing more people and more people. And tell you a quick story before we get into this. This actually is going to be a response from Bungie talking about the future of Destiny 2, what they want to accomplish for it, and they're taking into what we've said into consideration apparently, and they're trying to provide us with in-game the number one thing that we've been arguing about. So the thing about it is that tell you a quick story before I get into this, and I will leave the link in the description to the page that has all of this on it. So if I miss anything, there's pictures on it and stuff like that. But anyways, I was in GameStop the other day, okay, and they had a Gallahorn Nerf gun in there, and there was two boys in front of me. I'm a man, I'm 38, and there was two young boys in front of me, and there was a Gallahorn Nerf gun in there, and they had them for sale. And I kind of snickered and I said, why would they be selling that damn thing? And I was like, that's from Destiny 1, not Destiny 2. That's kind of like a punch to the face. It's just more Bungie and Activision trying to drain their people for money. And these two guys, one of them was a die-hard Destiny fan, and the other one, he was kind of like in the middle, you know, one of those kind of people like, I'll just do whatever you say, well, or agree with you. Anyways, one of the guys was die-hard, and he was just saying, what, you don't like Destiny? I said, no, I like Destiny. I said, I have thousands of hours into the first one, and then I've been playing the second one ever since. I cover it on YouTube, and I do a lot of videos over it, and, you know, but they have went downhill a lot, you know. And he said, well, I don't understand. People just can't compare Destiny 1 to Destiny 2 or vice versa. If you do, then Destiny 2 has so much more content at launch than Destiny 1 did. I said, son, it ain't about the content, okay? It's never been about the content. It's been about the end game. It's been about what keeps us there. Okay, you can have all the content in the world, but if you don't have something to keep me going after I reach the highest possibility cap that you have for me, I'm not going to play it. Okay, that's the average player. You went for the casual, you know, you didn't go for the hardcore. 75% of your fan base dropped off in 3 weeks. So I told him, I said, there's 75% of the fan base that dropped off in 3 weeks of Destiny 2 releasing. If that doesn't tell you a big hell no that this game isn't even worth your time, what would? That means 35 or 25% is casual, 75% is hardcore players. Well, he said, I'm still going to play it. I said, well, go ahead, support it. I still play it too, but it still doesn't deter the fact of what is went on. Well, other than just keep continuously going on and on about this story, the fact is this: there are still very passionate people about Destiny that is brainwashed into thinking that this game has no flaws or not enough to put down. But the majority has spoken, and now Bungie, this is Bungie's response. So other than that, let's get into this shit. Let's see what they had to say, because I haven't even read this. So it says, the state of Destiny 2. Hey everyone. With Destiny 2's console and PC launches behind us, we want to take some time to talk with you about Destiny 2, specifically where it's at today and where it's going. Our team has been reading feedback and working on updates to improve the game. We've also been reading some tough criticism about our lack of communication, and we agree we need to be more open. Going forward, Destiny 2's post-launch game system features and updates are being designed specifically to focus on the support players who want Destiny to be their hobby, the game they return to, and a game where friendships are made. We want Destiny to be a game that fits into your life, providing you with reasons to log in and play with your friends, clans, and families. We want Destiny to be a world you want to be a part of. A month ago, we published a list of improvements on the blog. Today, we're going to revisit that list and update its status and share some of the work the team is readying for December, January, and beyond. We know it's frustrating when there isn't enough of a dialogue with the development team. You have our commitment that we're going to do a better job going forward. Luke Smith and Chris Barrett. That's, in other words, who is saying this, okay? So, let me just say, it took you 75% of your fan base to wake your asses up to realize that you've screwed up. When you take 70 or even 60% of what made Destiny 1 great out of your game for Destiny 2, it don't matter if it's a new game. It's what made it, the mechanics. Okay? That's where you screwed up. Let's continue. Oh, and before we continue, they was going to have a live event today showing off Curse of Osiris, more gear and stuff that's coming, but they decided to do this because they had so much criticism going on. Anyways, upcoming updates overview. We previously published a list of upcoming Destiny 2 improvements. We want to deliver some of these updates. We'll be introducing on December 5th and December 12th. Others will land in the new year. New systems and rewards to give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits, including a new weapon tier, Masterworks, which will feature stat trackers, random rerollable stat bonuses, unique item toolkits, and item detail screens. See the December update details section below for more info. No, I didn't mean to read that shit. I'm just in a hurry. Improved vendor rewards, adding ways for people to purchase items directly with their legendary shards and tokens, adding armor ornaments that grant visual permutations of armor as players complete specific challenges. Permutations, there we go. Better incentives for players who complete challenging prestige activities. We're targeting a January update to provide better incentives to complete prestige activities. Better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures, and lost sectors. In December, we will be introducing a heroic strikes playlist and more generous strike rewards. Rewards for adventures and lost sectors are still on our radar, but will not be delivered for our December updates. Private matches for Crucible, still targeting early 2018, and expect to have better insight into exact timing in the new year. We are also moving ranked PvP to the top of our priority list for next year to support the competitive community. Crucible tuning, like adjusted supremacy scoring and better spawning rules. In December, we will introduce additional updates and bug fixes intending to improve these areas of the Crucible. Better incentives for completing Crucible matches and penalties for quitting competitive games. A quitter penalty system is currently in development, and you can expect an update on the development of this system in the new year. Continued improvements to Iron Banner and faction rallies, including uniqueness of rewards. The next Iron Banner and faction rally will introduce improvements in both these areas. Changes to make the mod economy more interesting and impactful. The Gunsmith will have some updates to how mods are acquired. We are exploring more updates to the system in the new year. Ongoing improvements to exotics, including adjustments to reduced instances of duplication. Hallelujah, finally. We plan to tune underperforming exotics and will continue to make targeting updates and improvements. Duplication protection will be added for exotics in the new year. New ways to spend surplus currency and materials. Looking at you, legendary shards. Players will be able to spend tokens and legendary shards on vendor inventory. Xur will have new items as well. An emote interface that allows players to equip salty, spicy ramen 6-shooter and flip out all at the same time. I don't really give a shit about all that. I don't really care about emotes. Emote interface improvements are still on the list, and you can expect an update on the development of this system in the new year. Everything I'm seeing is mostly in the new year, so they could do this anytime next year. That's not giving you no damn date. Still sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. We will continue to revisit and update this list in the weeks and months ahead to keep you up to speed on what we're working on. Below, you'll find more specific detail. Alright. Here we go. December update details. This is supposedly what's going to be coming in December. There are 4 key areas we're targeting for improvements in December. Some of these updates will arrive with a December 5th update, and some additional updates will be included in a patch that will be deployed the following week on December 12th. So get your panties on. Here we go. This December is what we're expecting right now. Let's talk about it. Both updates combine, including improvements set against the following goals: deepen rewards for advanced players, provide more player control over obtaining rewards, make shards useful by adding things to use them for, provide general quality fixes wherever possible. The following changes are the first steps towards achieving these goals, with more planned for our next release in January. Here is a preview, or it's telling me a preview, it's showing me pictures or whatever. It's showing Uriel's gift. I'm not going to be showing you pictures. As you see, you're seeing gameplay of me killing shit. It's showing this thing called Masterwork, and in other words, these look like little mods or shit that's on guns. These are probably going to be applied to armor as well. And this one says Masterwork weapon. It says this weapon generates orbs on multi-kills and displays the number of enemies defeated by using it. You're also going to be able to see on the display of your weapon how many enemies has been defeated by that weapon that you use. So there are going to be Masterwork versions of these weapons, and I think possibly Masterwork versions of the armor. I've not read that far, but I'm kind of getting that. But anyways, kind of more replayability. It's kind of something to go after. This is kind of what this is in game, guys. This is kind of something that we've been wanting. December 12th, legendary weapons will drop as or be upgraded to become Masterwork versions. Masterworks will have a few advantages over the baseline legendary weapon. Track and display the number of kills with that weapon, with choice between total count or crucible only count. Generate orbs for you and your allies on multi-kills. Add weapon stat bonuses that are selected randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable. Wow. Masterworks drops from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250 power. Unwanted Masterworks can be dismantled into materials that can upgrade an existing legendary weapon into a Masterwork. Raid and trials of the 9 weapons will have a very high chance to be Masterworks. We have future plans to extend Masterworks to other gear and expose your kill counts in more places. Alright. Example, Crucible, kill screen. Now it's showing, alright, here's armor ornaments. December 5th, armor ornaments will be added to some existing armor sets for more visual customization without losing your shaders or mods. These ornaments will be unlocked by completing objectives specific to each set and are permanently unlocked account-wide. Just like exotic weapon ornaments, they will be applied to the base places that you may already have collected and can now unlock on vendors if not. In Season 2, the following sets have ornaments unlocked in their respective activities: Vanguard Faction Armor, Crucible Faction Armor, Trials of the Nine Armor, Iron Banner Armor, Dead Orbit Armor, Future War Cult Armor. Okay, why didn't they just say Faction Armor instead of all this? Future War Cult, New Monarchy, Eater of Worlds, Raid Layer Armor. Wow. Okay. December 12th. Faction Armor and weapons will be unlocked for purchase for legendary shards and faction tokens on most faction vendors. On most, you heard that, most. Not too well. All 5 armor slots will always be present, and weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams for the respective faction. You will get credit for engrams you may have already claimed since launch. Okay, and then it's showing a picture of Xur. So here's going to be what Xur has new, and this is what's going to be happening with him. December 12th, Xur has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week you'll be able to acquire one of the new faded engrams using legendary shards that will decrypt as exotics that aren't already in your collection. Hallelujah. A simpler 3 of coins that boost exotic drop rates from any source for 4 hours. No obscure stacking mechanics or need to reapply before every boss. These cost legendary shards and you can have as many as you like. These are general improvements. December 5th, Banshee has some updates on the weapon and armor mod front for players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, rare quality mods, and dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce legendary quality mod components. For players, specific legendary mods, including legendary kinetic mods, Banshee will offer a selection of specific legendary mods for direct purchase with a selection that will rotate daily and cost legendary shards and mod components. There's actually not a whole lot left, but we're going to keep going. So, next, December 5th, for players chasing the world legendary or looking for a Masterworks, Master Raoul will sell some of his rumored hoard of legendary engrams for legendary shards. Wow. December 12th, Commander Zavala and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a strike or crucible match that will serve for the following functions. Grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike. Award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in the match. Okay. December 12th, exploit safeguards on chest and resource nodes are greatly relaxed, and players should encounter them less frequently. Even if they do, drop rates for tokens is only reduced to 30% instead of 0%, and Glimmer will be unaffected. We want to associate a visual indicator with this in the future update, but we weren't able to pull that off in this update. But we hear you. December 12th, vendors will now beckon you to hand in reputation tokens only when you're carrying enough to earn a reward engram. December 5th, changes affecting reputation tokens. Daily changes will have reputation tokens awards increase across the board. Cage treasure chests will still offer variable rewards, but now guarantee at minimum a payout of destination appropriate reputation tokens. Strikes will drop a large number of Vanguard reputation tokens. Common quality destination resource tokens will have their drop rates increased to 100% and values per token increased as well by 50% for common quality tokens and 250% for rare quality tokens. On the balance, reputation required per reward engram will increase for destination factions 37% and gunsmiths plus 50%. Leviathan raid tokens will be redeemed at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. With the launch of Curse of Osiris in the beginning of Season 2, you can expect to see a full suite of patch notes. I'm not going into detail on that. Anyways, if you don't even know much about the XP mechanics and how they've really screwed everybody on this, I didn't do a video over that, but you can find it all over YouTube. In other words, they've been screwing everybody on XP. You've been looking at it like, I don't know why I can't get the bright engrams quick enough. Well, they've been doing it to you all along, and they got caught on that shit. And they're also saying it in here. You can read it because I'm going to give everybody the link. The future, and I'm going to end the video right after this. It says, the future. Going forward, we plan to continue this dialogue as openly and frequently as possible. This will be an ongoing process, but one that we commit to. This week, we'll be publishing a new episode of the Bungie podcast where we will sound off on the current state of Destiny 2, how we think about our communication challenges, and what it takes to update the game in the wild. You'll be able to listen on both Apple and Android devices. Thank you for playing, for being passionate about the Destiny 2 experience, and for working with us as we look to continuously improve our game and studio communication. So what do I think about all this? It seems to me it was already easy to get all the exotics already. I only like 5 to begin with, and that's including all the exotic armor and the guns or whatever. They're going to make it even easier for you to get it, but cut down the duplications by Xur. And of course there was a ton of stuff in here, but they're making more replayability, more in-game. I get what they're doing here. Okay, this is a step forward, not a step back. So I'm all for it. I'm going to be right there in the thick of it. I love Destiny. I'm going to see how it goes December 5th and so on and so forth. But is the answer to give more than you have been given easier? Excuse me, I just hit my mic. but is what I want to know. Tell me in the comments. If you made it this far, let me know. Is the answer to all of Destiny's problems, Destiny 2 problems, is to give the community more? Is that the problem? Okay, is that going to solve it? Is by giving me more items, is that going to solve my problem? No, it's not. And I mean, you may think, what do you want? I want something to keep me there. It doesn't have to be more of it and more quantities. It just needs to be something that's going to keep me going in game. And this ain't in game. There's a lot of it in this update that is in game, but I feel like they're trying to throw more at you, making it easier for you to get it, and it's just going to make you get bored quicker. But hopefully it works out. But anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. This has been JustHitSquare, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, click on that little bell over there and click on notifications so you never miss another video. And guys, I do apologize. I mean, I've been rambling a whole lot. This is like 20 something minutes long, but this is quite of a big update. And like I said, I will leave the link in the description for you guys so you can go directly to the page. But other than that, guys, hopefully you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you later.